to Let's Chat, the Tennessee Valley's premier show focusing on lifestyle and entertainment with Jess Raby and Chip Chapman, bringing you smart shopping tips, community events, and the newest trends. Now, let's chat.
We're glad to have you here with us as we continue together on this Thursday morning, June the 11th. What a beautiful day here all across the Mid-South. Jess, of course, continuing her maternity leave, riding shotgun with us this morning. It is the voice of the Tennessee Titans, Mr. Mike Keith. Mike, good morning.
Chip, it's a pleasure to be with you. Thanks for having me on the show.
Yes, sir. We always love having you here with us. We're going to hop right into it. I've got a whole list of questions that I want to get to. Of course, everyone is wondering what's going to happen during the season. Tell me, Mike, how it looks for the NFL to open up training camp on time, which is July 28th. What are your thoughts?
I think at this point, my thoughts are very optimistic. And the feeling is what we're doing right now, even as we speak here in what is now mid-June, is we're starting to move towards that. And we go through a period normally during the course of the year, Chip, where this is the week actually we would be winding down. The players would be leaving for what is a 5-week break. A lot of the staff members would be taking 3-week vacations because this is the only time of year, this late June, early July period, where the NFL is actually off. This year it's a little different. The players will certainly not be here, and that's the feeling that everybody has. The only players that will be here in June are the players that are rehabbing injuries, and they are allowed to be here with our coaching staff and with our training staff. But I think they're using this period of time to start to experiment with what all has to happen for us to be ready to start training camp on July the 28th. And that means, how are you going to acclimate the players? How are you going to socially distance the players? How are you going to let the players work out? How are you going to feed the players? And how are you going to house the players during training camp? So this period of time is being used to get ready for all of that. And I think for all of us as staff members with the Titans and for every NFL club, this is what we're seeing right now. It's the most different time and different set of circumstances in terms of logistics that really any of us have seen in life, and the NFL's no different.
What do you think about the reports of the NFL shortening the preseason down from 4 games to 2? Do you think that's going to happen?
I think it's entirely possible. I mean, we've started to see the reports, and it makes a lot of sense to me because let's start at this point. We are right now just under 3 months away from the first weekend of NFL action. The NFL season starts September 10th. That's what this league is aiming for right now. So in everything that's going to be done over the next 3 months, every part of it, Chip, is about getting us to September 10th. If we take less preseason games, then that means obviously 2 less games. That means 1 less trip. That does give you a trip for every team to figure out how you're going to travel, because obviously the plane is going to be different. The hotel's going to be different. The meal room's going to be different. The buses are going to be different. So in gearing it back, you take away an element that could make people very nervous, and that's 2 preseason games. Cut it to 1 so you do have a run-through, a practice, but you take out those sort of elements of danger that you would worry about, because everything for the NFL is about starting the regular season on time. So if that is the case, if we cut from 4 to 2 preseason games, that makes total sense along the lines of just what I was talking about in my first comment, and the fact that we're just aiming for one thing. We want opening weekend starting in Kansas City on September 10th to happen the right way. And I think that's been what has been the best part of the plan that I have heard so far is they've said, listen, anything else we have to do differently, we will do in order to get us to September 10th. That's good business. That's smart. And truthfully, too, I think that's what the fans, the players, the coaches, the owners, what everybody wants.
Tell us what the players and the coaches are doing now to get ready for the season with all of this pandemic going on. Obviously, everyone has a job to do, but
Sure.
nobody's doing their job the same way they did. Players and coaches, fill us in.
Okay, so the coaching staff has come back into the office at St. Thomas Sports Park in Nashville. They are under a lot of restrictions. Right now, we can have 100 total staff members in our building, and the majority of those are football related directly. Like, for example, I'm in the broadcast department, I'm in the digital and social media department. We're not back in the office yet, and
Right.
won't be probably until everything is ready for us to come back. It could be training camp before I return, but the coaches are back. The front office people are back. The training staff is back. The equipment staff is back. So again, gearing towards the start of everything, the people who are essential are in. So the coaches are meeting. They're also meeting virtually with the players. We have had an off-season program which will end up lasting, I think it probably ends up going 8 weeks, where they have met on Zoom calls, on Microsoft Team calls, different formats every day to go through plays, to go through strategies, to talk about what workouts they should be doing. And then the players, in certain instances, have started to gather on their own. Ryan Tannehill, our quarterback, revealed in a media opportunity this week that he's come back to Nashville and that he has started working out with some receivers here. We're hearing about guys getting together all over the league. And so that's pretty good stuff right now to see
Gotcha.
our leader, Ryan Tannehill, getting guys ready for the season. So they've been working out on their own. They've been on their own, but you can count on the fact that they've been doing some work to get ready for camp.
All right, Mike, hang on with us for a moment. We've got to sail through this commercial break. We are back with more with Mike Keith talking about the Tennessee Titans when we return on Let's Chat.